In today's video, I'm going to show you how to navigate the Softr dashboard and understand exactly what every section in the left sidebar is used for. Softr is a powerful no-code platform that lets you build web apps, client portals, and internal tools on top of your existing data sources. And before you can build anything confidently, you need to feel at home in the dashboard. If you find this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a tutorial. And let's get started. The very first thing you need to do is log into your Softr account. Head to the Softr website, enter your credentials, and sign in. Once you're authenticated, Softr drops you straight into your dashboard. And this is your home base, the command center for every app, database, workflow, and integration you'll ever create on the platform. It might feel like a lot at first glance, but once you understand what each piece does, it all starts to make complete sense. Now direct your attention to the left side of your screen. You'll notice a vertical navigation sidebar running the full height of the page, and this sidebar is really the key to everything. Rather than hunting through menus or digging through settings pages, Softr keeps its most important sections right here, always visible, always one click away. Learning to use this sidebar fluidly is one of those small habits that makes you dramatically faster as you build. The first item in that sidebar is Home, and clicking it brings you back to your dashboard overview at any time. Think of Home as your orientation page. It gives you a snapshot of recent activity, shows your workspace information, and provides shortcuts to the projects you've been working on. If you ever feel lost while navigating through deeper sections of the platform, clicking Home is always your quickest way to reset and reorient yourself. Directly below that, you'll find Applications, and this is arguably the section you'll visit most often. Every app you build in Softr lives here. Your client portals, member directories, internal dashboards, whatever you've created or are in the process of building. From this section, you can create a brand new application from scratch, open an existing one to continue editing it, duplicate an app if you want to use it as a template for a similar project, rename it to keep things organized, or permanently delete anything you no longer need. Keeping your application section tidy is a good habit, especially as your portfolio of projects grows over time. Next, click on Databases. This is where Softr surfaces all of the data sources that are connected to your workspace. If you've linked an Airtable base, a Google Sheet, or another supported data source, you'll manage those connections and their underlying records from here. You can review the data that's powering your apps, browse records, and even look through form submissions that have come in from your users. Think of the Databases section as your window into the raw information that sits behind everything your applications display and do. Moving further down the sidebar, you'll come to Workflows. This section is where automation lives. Softr lets you build workflows that trigger actions automatically. Things like sending a notification when a new record is added, updating a field when a user takes an action, or connecting your apps to third-party services so data flows between them without manual effort. If you're not yet using automations in your projects, this is absolutely worth exploring once you're comfortable with the basics, because the right workflow can save you an enormous amount of repetitive work. Just below Workflows is the Forms section. Here you can build and manage standalone forms, the kind you might embed on a website or share directly with users to collect information. You can create new forms, edit the ones you've already built, and organize everything within your workspace. Forms are incredibly useful for intake processes, surveys, applications, and any situation where you need to gather structured data from people outside your team. The next item is Favorites. This one is straightforward but genuinely useful once your workspace starts to fill up. Any application, form, or other item you mark as a favorite gets pinned to this section, giving you a personal shortcut list of the things you use most. If you're regularly returning to the same 2 or 3 apps, marking them as favorites saves you the few extra seconds of scanning through a longer list, and those seconds add up over days and weeks of building. Finally, at the bottom of the sidebar, you'll find Integrations. This section is where you connect Softr to the external platforms that power your data and automation. Airtable, Google Sheets, and other supported services all get authorized and managed from here. You can add new integrations, check on the status of existing ones, refresh a connection that's gone stale, or disconnect a service you're no longer using. One practical tip: revisit this section periodically, because integration tokens and credentials can expire, and a disconnected data source will break the apps that depend on it. Now that you've seen every section of the sidebar, take a few minutes to click through each one on your own. Don't just read about the dashboard, explore it, hover over things, open sections, get a feel for how the layout is structured. The more you interact with it now, the more naturally you'll move through it when you're deep in a building session and need something quickly. You've now completed a full tour of the Softr dashboard, and you understand what every major section in the left sidebar is designed to do. From applications and databases to workflows, forms, favorites, and integrations, you have a clear mental map of where everything lives. From here, a great next step is to open the applications section and either explore an existing app or start a brand new one so you can see how those other sections connect in practice. Save this video to your watch later list and come back to it anytime you need a quick reminder of where something is. I'll see you in the next one.